So, a common question, what to do, whether to choose a 7-day cruise, 8-day cruise, or whether to do a 7-day land-based tours, right, staying in a hotel. It's a frequently asked question, a very valid question, in many things to take in consideration for this, right? And it depends basically on what you're looking for and what are you feeling like. My personal experience as a guide here working in the Galapagos is that the best option is always the cruise, right? The cruise because of several reasons. First, you get to access sites that otherwise you would not be able to. Like, for example, Genovesa Island in the northern part of the archipelago, one of my favorite places. The only way you can access Genovesa is in a cruise, right? Or Fernandina Island, located all the way in the western part of the archipelago, only accessible via a cruise. Now, cruises, they could be a little bit more expensive, but this is definitely worth it, right? I can say that if you were to compare the activities that you do on a cruise compared to a daily based tour activity where you stand from town and then you take a speedboat and then you come back, you get to do basically twice as much on a cruise on a day than during a land-based tour. This would be because on a cruise you're going to visit 2 different sites in one day. You go to, in the morning, one side, you hike a little bit, you snorkel a little bit, or kayak a little bit, depending on what the itinerary offers, right, determined by the national park. And then in the afternoon you go and you do the same again, right? Whereas with a land-based tour, you go in the morning and you spend the whole day in only one site. So a cruise will offer you a greater variety in terms of the places that you can explore, and you'll be able to access sites which otherwise it would be impossible from a land-based perspective. So also something else, it's how the impact that will be produced here in the Galapagos, right? Going on a cruise, it's much more environmental friendly than doing a land-based tour. These would be several reasons, complicated some of them, but basically water treatment and trash management, right? So on the boat it's like a closed system where the water is produced, the water is treated over there, garbage and trash is very well managed, so you have less of an impact, right? And also you get to have a greater experience because you go to places where you're not going to see as many people as in other sites, and you get to relax most certainly a little bit more. Now, that being said, if you are not too comfortable being in the ocean, maybe you're prone to motion sickness or seasickness, then probably a cruise is not what you will be preferring, right? In which case a land-based tour will still offer you something very special. Maybe not so much variety, but still, regard of whether you go, you're going to have these amazing experiences. Some of the most iconic species, you can see them just walking out the street, you know, but here by the pier, you'll be able to see iguanas and tortoises and sea lions and you name it, sharks, whatever, everything, see? So it's up to you. Each an experience, it's personal, and whatever you feel would be the best, contact us and we'll be happy to assist in any way that's possible.